Hi Madhav, it's your mom again. So, technically day 2 of recording this video. So today's topic is breastfeeding. You might think, oh no mom, I didn't really want to know about it, and you feel grossed out because you're a boy or a man right now, but I really want to talk to you about it because of what happened today. So as you know that we are in UK, and in order to get you back to India, we need your passport, and for that we need your birth certificate. So for your passport we had to go to Indian embassy because technically you're an Indian. So we just went today to get your birth certificate. You just got your shots yesterday, for 16 weeks, and you were already very cranky, you were feverish, but because it's really hard to get a date, so we just went anyway, and we went to the city called Leicester, and there we were in VFS office, Indian embassy, and I was trying to breastfeed you. It was fine for first time, it was fine, and then you started crying your lungs out. I mean, like, everybody was looking at me. I never saw you crying this much. I mean, I don't know what happened. You were sleepy, or you were just cranky, or you were just not, you were just upset, or whatever. You just started crying out so bad, so bad. I was like, oh no, what would I do to just calm you down? I tried to do everything. And then the one thing I thought, like, let's just breastfeed you, because as a baby, breastfeeding like calms down babies. Sometimes it's just not because of feeding, sometimes it's just comfort. That's what happens. And you have to respect that as a man. You have to know that breastfeeding is a most sacred thing. It's not about feeding always. It's about comforting babies, find it comforting. Toddlers found it comforting because that's a human instinct. That's a natural baby instinct. And then there where I was, you were crying your lungs out. I was carrying you in my one arm. You were just going here and there, just pulling out of me. And then I was wearing this exact t-shirt, and this is like breastfeeding t-shirt. You can see the flaps open. I just pulled up. I just didn't care. I was where I was. I just pulled up my flap. I took my boob out, breast out, and I wanted to pop you on that. And I was really in the corner. I don't think anybody was looking. I mean, I think people were looking at me, but I really, at that time, I was just thinking about you. And then this lady walked at me. So, like, you know, some men might take offense because you're feeding. How about you go into a baby changing station? And that is in bathroom, like literally toilet, sorry. That is in toilet, literally toilet. I mean, would you eat in toilet? But I was so angry on me. I'm like, I'm so angry on me because I didn't say anything to that woman. I didn't say anything to that woman. Okay, I said, yeah, okay, fine. I just covered myself up and I just took you out because I was already thinking just about you. I didn't think about anything. And it just, maybe I was scared or maybe whatever. I didn't say a thing. I didn't utter a word. And then we just sat in our car and we just quickly went away from that area because we were done, and you literally calmed down in car, so we thought that let's just go. And then after sitting in car, I realized that what, men might take offense of me breastfeeding. Men, why don't those men go somewhere else, or why are these men looking at me breastfeeding my baby, literally feeding my baby? Men might take offense of me feeding a future man. What? I'm so angry at me. I'm so angry at me that why didn't I say something to that woman? And now I understand why people hate immigrants. I mean, you are in a different country where asking a woman to asking a woman of a breastfeeding woman to leave is illegal. It's literally illegal to ask a breastfeeding woman to leave or to cover themselves up. And still, because that's an Indian area, not Indian, just like South Asian area. And I now know why people hate immigrants, because immigrants don't try to even emerge themselves in other culture. They just take their own culture. That's not a bad thing because I'm an Indian and I love my culture, but I don't want that culture to be forced on someone. And any culture, any culture in the world, that doesn't respect a breastfeeding mom, like a mom feeding their baby, is the worst culture in the world. That's what I think right now. And that's what you need to understand as a man, as a future man. You need to understand this, that a mom feeding another a baby is the most natural thing. She's trying to fill his stomach, fill his her whatever the baby's stomach. That's what nourishes the baby. That's what happens when you give life to a baby. You don't need to sexualize these things. Men don't need to take offense of these things, and you have to understand this. I really want to let you know that I don't want you to be a man who might be in those men, among those men who might take offense. I want you to be the man who will stand up to these things in future. That's from your mom. And breastfeeding is so special to me because I worked so hard for it. I gave you formula for first month and you were miserable. I'm not saying formula is bad, it just didn't suit you. You were miserable, you were throwing up, you were gassy all the time, you cried all the time. And it took me about 6 weeks to teach you how to breastfeed. I attended so many classes. I went to a lactation consultant. So many nipple bleeds, so many nipple cracks, sore nipples. It, it was so painful. But we went through it. And after 8 weeks, since 8 weeks, you are exclusively breastfed. I won't give up this breastfeeding just because men might take offense. I mean, shame on those VFS people. Indian embassy, shame on them to say a woman that men might take offense. And to that woman, I mean, I feel sad for that woman that as a woman she thinks that she can dictate other women because she thinks men are the ones who's ruling the world. I think enough of the rant. I'm recording this video now. It's really late and I should be sleeping. The house is a mess, but I wanted to record this video because I don't want this moment to pass. I really wanted to make this video when I have this feeling inside me, this rage inside me about people saying what women should do and what women shouldn't do. I want you to understand all these things. Madhav, I want you to grow up as a man, not as a... I want you to grow up a man who would respect women, who would stand up for other women, who would respect other women's privacy, who would respect other women's rights, not a man who would get offended at everything. Other than that, it's great. You're not in a good shape right now. You're really cranky, you're crying a lot, but you're the love of my life. So I'll do anything for you. And we might go out tomorrow so that you can have some good fresh air. And we might not. And I really want to go back to that area and meet that woman again. And I specifically make it a point to breastfeed again in front of her, so that if she comes again to me, and then I can say that just call the police. Let's see who's wrong, who's right here. But it's never going to happen. I know that, and this will stay in my mind forever. That why didn't I stand up for that woman, to that woman? Sorry, my English is not that great, but yeah, these things happen, and you just play them in your mind again and again, and wonder why couldn't I say this? Why couldn't I say that? But that's what life is, and that's again a lesson that you have to learn how to let go of things. I had to let go of this negative comment because so far it's been great breastfeeding you in public. I think when people just want a mother to either stay at home and just give up on her life life, just didn't live her life at all, you can just stay home all the time, breastfeed your baby, or just give formula. That's it. Just either think about you or your baby. That's the one thing they want us to do. But don't worry, we're not going to do anything. We are going to go out every day. Not every day is a little hectic, but once or twice in a week, and we'll have a great breastfeeding experience in public again. And I won't let anyone dictate what I can and I cannot do. And that's what you're going to do when you grow up. to make you the best human version, the best version of yourself I can make you. Bye. I love you. Till next time. Bye bye.